Right, hi everyone, welcome back again on my P6. Right, after the last episode, as you know, I had a bit of trouble getting them bushings off, and it really didn't get that much better because I couldn't get them in the press at work. They wouldn't fit, even though it was a nice big press, so I ended up having to cut them off. So they're destroyed, but I think I did say that I ordered all new anyway, so we got a new bearing there now. We got a new old stock bushing. It weren't cheap, but see, it's got a protective coating on there that I need to clean off. So we got two of them, obviously one for each side. Yeah, so what I need to do now, as I haven't got a socket that's deep enough and long enough to press the bearing, because obviously that goes there, the bearing goes there, this comes in from the other side with the oil seal. Once that bearing's in there, I haven't got anything big enough to, like a deep socket or anything that would go down that far. So obviously this one, like, nowhere near. But what I've got is some tube up here. So I'm going to measure how long I need, because I don't want it to be too big. I'm going to measure that, and I should cut a bit off that just to make a tool up so I can press them in. What a palaver. Anyway, once they're in, then they can go back on the box then, and the box, the diff, then that's the differential more or less done then. Right, I'm not going to film cutting that, but yeah, back in a minute. Trummy! Right, so as my mate just come round and with it in his Triumph 2000. Yeah, he come round so we could have a look in the garage for that other rear arm, which after all this time I finally got. It's not too bad. Well, it hasn't got any holes in it, it hasn't rotted through like the other one. Obviously that's for the other side, which that one's alright. So yeah, need to rebush that, clean it up and give that coat of paint on both of them now. Right, anyway, so back to the job in hand. Before he turned up, I cut this piece of pipe which fits nicely on the bearing and fairly nicely on the bushing. So yeah, I'm going to get this all pressed on and sorted out now. Right, cool. Have a little tidy up and then I'm going to get on. I can sit this in level now. It's sat on the plate. I'm just going to pop the other plate on top of there for now, just to push it in that first bit. Try and make enough space. I don't think that's pushing in straight. we go. We'll put the other bearing on top of there now. Hopefully push it down that last bit. Right, that's down home now. Trouble is now is I've got that bearing stuck in there a little bit. That's right, because we can tap that one out. It's only just stuck in there. There you go. And there's a spacer ring that goes on top of that. That's not going to be staying in there yet, I don't think. Obviously you can see that just sits in there like that. Right, so next I need to pop the seal in it. Just the same as any normal seal. As you can see, just try not to damage it. An ideal size block, so we just tap that into its flush. Just put a bit of oil around there just to lube it for when the shaft goes in. Just give this a bit of a clean up, then in that can go as well. I have to say this isn't the most fun of jobs. See that going there now. He says try and start this over here. I've got that started. I'll lower this down a bit now, and then maybe even more than that. Won't be enough. No. Let's go right on that bottom hole. Right, so we got enough travel to get this home. It's not straight. No, that's still not straight. Oh yeah, of course, that's... See, what I haven't took into account is it's got two dowels on there. And maybe if I put that under it, then it sits square. I couldn't understand why it wasn't flat then. Still not straight. Trouble is this bloody thing's twisting. Right, let's try this slightly different. go my next one down there. I think this press has got slightly bent out of shape. Probably worth trying to get them bushings off the other day. Right, it's moving now anyway, at least. Oh, this is so annoying. I still don't think I'm going to quite... Is it going to be enough? Oh yeah, just enough. That's good then. Right. We should be away now. Probably locked away. The outer part of the bearing has moved slightly, so right, that's it, that's right down home now. Right, so now comes what could be the most horrible bit. Trying to get this bushing on there. Right, I need to get all this horrible coating off of this, so I'll get that cleaned off and then we'll get it on there. Right, so I've got that coating off of there now. Obviously does its job because it, you know, it's really well protected, but on this side it's square as well, look, this bushing, and on that side it's got a chamfered edge, and it was appeared that the chamfered edge goes downwards like so. I am slightly concerned now as to whether this is going to actually press on, considering how difficult it was to get off. but let's give it a go and see what occurs. Hopefully it just presses on there nicely, but I'll believe that when I see it. Right, not going on square. Try and put a bit more pressure on this side. See if it straighten it up. I've squared it up. It is moving. We get the tube in yet? Probably not. No. Trying to see if I've got a longer socket. That was too big. Right, once again then, let's put the bearing on there. You give it another bite at it. I'm sure there's special tools to do this, but I don't have them. Jeez, that's literally not moving. Oh yeah, I know it got to be tight, but Jesus. I don't think it's on straight still. This definitely isn't an instructional video, or it is if you want to know how not to do it. That move then you could probably see more than me. I think yeah, I think we got it now. I think it's started to go now. Nearly there. Alright, that's it. I think we're on there. Alright, that's it. It's as easy as that. Alright, yeah, so like I said, it's not that easy, but it's all back together now. New bearing, new seal. So yeah, right, well, I've got to do the other side and then we can put them back in the diff. I'm not going to film the other side. Hopefully it'll be a little bit easier now. Now I've got a bit more idea what I'm doing. But we will see. Alright, back in a bit. Alright, so that's both of them made up now. Yeah, so I'll get the diff out on the bench in a minute. And then put them back in. Put the oil back in it. And then I've got to decide what I'm going to do next. Alright, so I got a bit carried away then and didn't actually film putting that back on, but it's only the 4 bolts each side. Slides are back in on the splines. So that's most of the differential back together now. Obviously I've still got to put all the brakes on. I've got a couple of clips to put around that. That bracket just hooks over there, obviously for the front mount. But yeah, I've just started to prep a bit, just to weld in a piece in here as well, which is sort of the last bit on there. Then I can stone chip all the underneath. I wanted to get that bit done because if it burns through, then it's going to burn through the stone chips. But that's the last piece. I've still got a couple more bits to do up here. Which I'll do 2 of them brackets and repair that piece there. But I should do that once the suspension's all done and it's back down on its wheels, so it's a bit lower. But yeah, and do a bit of welding. And once I've done that, we might get the stone chip on the day, and then we'll be on to the brakes on the back of here. But I didn't film that bit of welding either, but you see me do plenty of welding. It's not the best in the world. I think I'm a bit out of practice actually. Bearing in mind I haven't done any for a couple of months. And I expect the wire's a little bit rusty as well, but it's plenty good enough for there anyway. Right, sorted. Right, so I've done a little bit of masking, not anything too elaborate, because obviously the body panels cover everything, but I'm going to get all of this lot stone chipped. I keep saying stone chip, it's actually a 2-pack kind of bed liner, but I've said about it before, it's this stuff. So you use your shorts gun, get a bottle of this, top out the hardener, give it a shake, and then shoot it on. I've already charged the compressor, but I will have to start the generator to do it, so it will be a bit noisy unfortunately, but I'm sort of going to half film it, but I'm not going to keep moving the camera, I don't think, so we'll see how it goes, but it should come out good hopefully. Right, so I have no idea how many of these I'm going to use. I've got 4, which hopefully is enough to do the whole car. But we will see. Right, so like I said, take one of them. Just top out with the hardener. And give it a shake. Just mix it up. I don't know for how long, it doesn't actually say, but I'll put it back on in a minute. Right, off we go. Right, that's that all on there, and all over the camera as well by the look of it. Bollocks. Okay, back in a minute. Right, I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see under here, but you can see it's all coated now. Oh, I didn't want to zoom in then. All a bit too close to it really. Yeah, it looks pretty good if you ask me. Don't know if I use a lot of the stuff though. I mean, I use 4 bottles on the back. Then it has got a nice good thick coating on it, so there is that. And you can see obviously I've only done as far as the floor inside the car really. It's just so I can get all the rear suspension back in it now when I finish rebuilding it all. So that is a good job jobbed. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just need to wait for that to dry now. So, on with the brakes. Right, so back onto the diff now. Just put them couple of clips on there to hold that plate on, or whatever that plate does. And now I need to try and find all the bits and pieces to put the brakes together. I've got new hoses and everything, so have a look, see what I got. Alright, so I found my brake hoses. This bag we got the 2 for the rear from Wooden. The 2 front ones there, so obviously I don't need them yet. Yeah, I've just been looking back at some old photos on my phone to try and remember how to put this back together, to be honest. But yeah, I need to make a short pipe there as well. But yeah, coming along. Right, looking back through my photos, the top one goes to the body, the bottom one joins to the other one. But I'm going under the assumption that the one with the spring on goes to the body, which is shorter, as the 2 front ones also have a spring on. As the 2 that were on it are both the same length, so I don't know, and I haven't got a book here. I suppose I could Google it, but hey ho, we get them on the diff anyway, and then we'll worry about it later. If it's wrong, I'll change it. Right, so that's me about done today. I'm knackered. Right, yeah, I've got one of the calipers all set up on there and the brake adjusted up. The other one's all bolted on. The hose got to go on there, but the bracket that bolts on is broken half. It's already been welded before, so I think I'm going to make a new bracket for that. We'll have a look, see if I can buy one ready made if I want to be lazy, but I might make one of them. Make something a bit out something a bit thicker, which would be easy enough. Yeah, so like I said, that's it for today, and we will be back next week to get the rest of this all built up and then start putting all the axle back in, because now it's all coated up under here, so yeah, it'll be all good. Yeah, so till next time, take it easy and have a good week. Right, see ya.